How's it going, guys? Kevin back at you with another video. Today's video we're checking out my clipless body mounts for the Arrma Kraton 4S. I know this has been requested by a lot of you, so without further ado, I'll show you guys how it works, how to install it, and then let's do some bashing. Alright, so this setup is super easy, identical to the Kraton 6S basically. Just simple little left twist, body comes right off. You can see the mounts underneath. These guys stay attached to the body, which just makes it super easy. And then I'll say on this one, because the inner fender line it actually makes it literally just drop on and twist as long as you have these guys horizontal. And just like that, I can pick up the whole weight of the truck from just the body mounts. Again, super quick. Got to get access, just 90-degree twist, up and on, drop it on, twist and lock it, and just like that, ready to do some ripping. So I'll show you guys how to install these now, and then jump back for the bashing. We'll start on the body side first. So in the kit, you're going to receive a top side body piece, a lower side body piece. You'll receive 4 of each of these, an M3x10 and an M3 lock nut. So what you're going to want to do is take the M3x10 bolt, slip it through there, and you're going to push this through the body. And then on the other side, you'll have your M3 lock nut. You'll drop that in, and you'll basically sandwich this between the body. And if you look, you can see the keying features. So when you do this, you want to twist these until they find their keying feature and then start to tighten them in. And that way, when they twist, they'll twist together. So a little bit of a demo on the body side. You can see if I have this horizontal, you can see the strakes are also horizontal, just like that. And then if I twist them over here, you can see it matches up and it lines up. You don't need to go crazy tight. This body, this Lexan is really thick. So if it starts to get too tight where this is hard to turn, just loosen it up. The locking mechanism doesn't depend on this having a lot of resistance. If you want to add a little bit of resistance just because you like to bash really hard, whatever it may be, you're more than welcome to do that. But this, plenty loose like this, will work just fine on the truck. So when we take a look at the chassis side, we can see this is super simple, front and rear. The front pieces literally just remove the 2 bolts, pull your stock body posts, identical in the rear, put the front in, put the rear in. If you notice, there is an arrow. It's a little hard to see. There's an arrow facing forward, and there's an F for the front. You'll also notice there's clearance on the sides. It's a little bit different in the rear, which is why the 2 parts are different. There's an R on the side, and then another arrow facing forward. And then once you have that, you can drop your body on. Again, keep it horizontal, twist it just like so, just like that. It's a little hard to pick up this truck with one hand, but there you go, super nice and secure. Now let's get into some driving and some bashing. This thing does want to pop some wheelies. I can see that wheelie bar, definitely getting some use out of it, especially if you're on asphalt or something. Wonder if this thing will do some backflips. I hope so. Woo! Saved it. This thing's really punchy. Whoops. The brakes are apparently also very touchy. All right, let's get a full throttle, big backflip here. Oh, that thing flies really nice. I can see why a lot of people really like to drive these even after having the 6S stuff, because this little thing rips on 4S bone stock. I don't feel like it needs any gearing or anything. I mean, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if this has a center diff or not for just helping with those front tires ballooning a little bit, put a little more power to the rear, but whoop. Not gonna save that one. Flip it back over, you can see everything's still nice and locked. Full throttle from deep. Woo-hoo-hoo. This thing absolutely hauls. This truck is a lot of fun. Just lands really nicely too. It's super controllable in the air. It was not gonna make that one, went off the jump a little crooked, but we'll bring it back here. Show you guys how easy it is to get that body off even after some ripping. Just like that, can get in there, you know, clean any of this crap out, whatever you need to do. Grab your body, drop it back on. Just like so. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Give a little shake. Good to go. Also brought the Kraton 8S out here. I just put that on a 23 tooth, so excited to see how that thing drives. I don't think a double backflip is in the cards for this thing with the stock tires, but gosh, does it perform well. Whoop! Big crash. All good. I'll bring it over so you guys can see that the body mount's holding up plenty good. So you can see, still nice and vertical, still nice and locked. Do some short, punchy ones. Woo! That's what happens when you catch the edge of a jump. I think just because it's so much smaller, it's so much easier to rotate than, say, the 6S or the 8S, so it just makes it a lot more agile, but it's still got plenty of chassis length and wheelbase for actually putting the power down, unlike the Outcast, which is probably really, really backflip heavy. Yeah, this thing just runs really, really good. I'm impressed. Oh, lost a wheel. That's what happens when I get for hitting the brakes. I didn't tighten these nuts down ahead of time. Probably should have. So thankfully, no real damage other than gonna need to buy another wheel nut. This guy just spun right off when I hit the brakes there to try that front flip, but it happens. Well, unfortunately, I can't seem to find that wheel nut. It's gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack out there. But thank you guys for watching. Glad this is just relatively cheap fix. So I'm gonna go rip the 8S now. I will catch you guys next time.